When I was a teenager, one of our family vacations was to Vicksburg, Mississippi. It was one of those vacations that I remember fondly and vividly. I still can tell you stories about the food that we ate, the places we visited, the things I learned along the way. Somewhere in that vacation, my mom picked up this cookbook. Thus began the tradition of always buying a cookbook when we travel someplace cool, or, well, anywhere, to be honest. In this cookbook are a handful of recipes that became mainstays in our kitchen, in our home after that vacation, one of which is Jezebel Sauce. And if you don't know what that is, you'll just have to stay tuned so we can show you how to make it. We're also going to make sweet and sour pork chops out of this cookbook that I've had many times, and I serve with rice. You can also serve with noodles. I'm going to adapt that one just a little bit and add a few ingredients to it. Our cocktail recipe is coming out of this book as well. So you're getting 3 recipes out of the same cookbook this evening as we cook the books here on the Davises Eat. For Rooted in Foods, I'm Nikki Davis. Hey folks, welcome to Monday night and to the Davises Kitchen.
Hello everybody.
Let us know where you're watching from. Let us know what you are eating, and if you're drinking along with us this evening, because it is Monday after all. Right. Let us know that too. And hang out with us and chat a while. So in the intro, I showed you guys this book. It is well worn and well used, but we are going to prepare 3 recipes out of this evening. But we are, I'll tell you some of the vacation stories along the way. The appropriate ones. There's actually one that's kind of unique, but let's get started with like
the fun part.
The fun part, because it's a little bit of a, I don't know, it's not technically a dessert drink. It's a dessert. It's just dessert. It's not.
Yeah.
It's
dessert.
I'm not sure what you classify a boozy milkshake as.
That's dessert. It's going to be a good one though. All right. So because we're going to be putting this into the blender, we're just going to use the big cup. So we're going to use. So this will serve maybe 6 to 8 servings, depending on the size of your glass. It might be 3 servings to 4 servings.
Those are pretty significant.
Pretty good sized glasses. So we're going to put in some Dorta chocolate liqueur, 2 ounces of that. To that, we're going to add 6 ounces of praline liqueur. Let's make sure this is all nicely shaken. And I did shake the Dorta up earlier. So we're going to add 6 ounces of praline liqueur.
So and then, show that bottle off, because praline liqueur is not something that we find here in the southern part of Illinois frequently. This is the only brand I've ever seen. I'm sure in the southern states there's probably more to choose from, but you can find this one.
And then we're adding 2 ounces of Bullet bourbon.
Hey, Mama.
For a total of 10 ounces of gloriousness. And that's going to get pushed into
the blender. So
the blender.
He's a little far away for you guys. We've had this blender situation on air before. We only have so many cameras.
And we're going to add of ice cream.
Vanilla. Now, I suppose you could use like butter pecan or something along those lines if you wanted a little bit extra
praline flavor.
Yeah. So my mother, sorry, I'm like in the frame here, but no glasses, can't read, has posted twice now that she and the cats are watching.
Well, they're here for the ice cream.
They're here because they hear my voice.
They're here for
when we go live is why they're here.
They're here for the ice cream. Come on now.
Everybody's here for the ice cream. Are you struggling over there?
Who, me? No.
It takes a lot of ice cream to make shakes, by the way. Like a scary amount of ice cream to make a couple of good shakes.
No, I'm just fussing with it.
And anytime you do this, put your liquid in first and then your ice cream, or if you're using ice for a smoothie, in on top of your liquid. Your blender will work more efficiently that way.
There we go.
Oh.
I got a big old chunk out. There we go.
And now for the spaceship noise.
Yeah.
Come to find out, it's not as bad on your end watching as it is on our end listening to it. So there we go. The light's flickering. So we have chocolate liqueur, praline, pecan liqueur, bourbon, and vanilla ice cream. I'm pretty sure we could just call it dinner and be done at that point, but we're not going to. Thank you. We'll actually fix some protein. Oh, you're full. Your blender is full.
Choose those extra 2 ounces of bourbon.
Yeah. I might need my glasses so I can see what Costas has to say. Sorry. Thank you, my dear. I'm trying not to yell to the mic. It's hard to do.
You're fine. There we go.
Neither ice cream nor savory dinner. Oh, that sounds delicious. You'll have to send me that recipe.
All right, so we have our cocktail blended up, all nice and smooth.
Woohoo!
So remember, this is supposed to serve 6 to 8 people.
Okay.
And it is nice and smooth and creamy.
And we're going to get 3 because we have large
3.
glasses.
And that's what I told you.
We're okay with that.
Yep. So 10 ounces of booze split 3 ways is wonderfulness.
Cheers.
Cheers. Mm.
Yeah, those are delicious.
Mm-hmm.
This praline was an accident one day.
Mm-hmm.
It was an accidental find one day. I bought it purposely because it had pecan liqueur on the front. And I figured what else would go really well in my coffee or my hot chocolate.
This is good.
Mm-hmm, it's delicious.
Mm-hmm. Adding the bourbon was just that extra little kick that. Mm-hmm.
Just a little bit more than it needed.
Yeah.
Because 2 very sweet liqueurs plus ice cream is very sweet.
Yeah, and that bourbon kind of dulls that sweetness a little bit.
So Jezebel sauce. I kind of alluded to that. I have to get to the recipe. Oh goodness, there it is. It's something that my mother, the first time she made it, she was hooked, and we were all hooked, and then we had it for like everything after that for a very long time. I'm changing it a little bit. A couple of reasons. For whatever reason, I wasn't able to find all of the ingredients. We're still having some of those issues here because we're in a relatively rural area. So this recipe makes 4 cups. I'm going to cut this in half, and we don't need that much here. Horseradish, apple jelly, pineapple, preserves. Sorry. Oh, are we done already?
Yep.
Did you slug yours down or something?
No.
Okay. Well, I don't need another one because, ice cream and I don't get along. And then some ground pepper and all of that. So it's just this nice mix of things that chances are you already have in some variation. We're going to sub the jelly and preserves tonight. But before we get that going, I need to get pork chops going. So this is a sweet and sour pork chop recipe. I'm taking this with me, though. Thank you very much.
Go for it. You're very welcome. Bye-bye.
Woo! That bourbon's good.
Oh, it's delicious. This whole thing is wonderful.
All right.
So you want to be over there?
I do.
All right, there you go.
Thank you. I don't really need that recipe book too much. Okay, so I have 6 boneless little pork loin chops here that we're going to just bread in a little bit of breading mixed with some spices. I'm going to put some bacon grease. You could use butter, you could use oil, lard, any kind of fat that you prefer.
In your stove,
yeah,
stove top.
This is going, a decent amount. We're going to keep it out because we'll need to make a little bit of sauce later. This recipe is just pork chops and sauce. I'm going to get the pork chops going and then add some vegetables to it just because I can.
You like this?
Yeah, thank you. So we're not going to do a traditional egg wash, flour, breadcrumb dredge. The pork chops have been sitting with some
medium low.
Yeah. Salt, pepper, garlic on them, so they are plenty moist enough that I don't need to add additional moisture to it to get the flour to stick and be fine. We're really just after enough of a coating to brown up and keep the pork chops moist and tender on the inside. All right, so to this, we're adding some additional salt, pepper, garlic.
That's the Heath Bryles SPG.
This Heath Bryles SPG, it's grown on me. When I first started using it, I thought it was too salty, but it's definitely has grown on me. All right, to that, we're going to add some ginger as soon as I find it. There it is. Powdered, so everything that's going in the flour needs to be powdered form. And you might think it's odd that there's this is it's sweet and sour. It's a little bit of a I don't really want to call it traditional Asian because it's very much American, but influenced by Asian cuisine. And this cookbook was originally published in 1985. And there's all sorts of paprika. Paprika is just smoked pepper, so just add me skips. So I'm trying to say, thank you. Just a little bit of heat to go with it. And this is a 3-pepper blend that we buy. Skips is out of Nashville, Tennessee. All right, so we're just going to mix this up.
I don't see any other paprika.
That's okay. I may be out. Sort of quit using red pepper and paprika when I accumulated all these other ground peppers.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so we're going to coat these, fry them till they're brown on each side, both sides, and pull them from the skillet to do the rest of what we're doing. Uh-oh.
High?
Yeah, it's not quite hot enough to get these going here. So again, just enough of a coating to protect the pork chop as you cook it. Because they're, boneless, skinless. They need a little extra help. All right, now I've got a good little sizzle going. And I have a high-sided skillet because we're going to do a sauce in here too. So we'll make sure we have enough space. Ooh, hello. We're going to keep some of this flour too, so I have enough to make a roux with, just to thicken up our sauce when we do make it. Now, this recipe, you could put this in the oven and kind of let it go on its own, but we don't have that kind of time on our show, so I'm going to do all of this stovetop tonight. Make sure you have a pan big enough to do all of these at once. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so we're going to let those go. I'm going to move the flour out of the way. Chili bean, if you would wash my tongs off, I'd appreciate it. So I can use them some more. While those are browning, I'm going to do a bit of a play on kind of your typical, sorry, I hit the camera, your typical sweet and sour that you might pick up at a Chinese takeout. To get rid of the top and tail. We're only going to partially cook the pork chops. We'll put them back in with the sauce towards the end. All right, celery, we're going to, are we still on? Okay, making sure I'm on the camera. I'm going to cut this pretty angled on the bias there so I have nice long thin strips.
Washed.
Danke.
Rotten.
So who all do we have?
Looks like Debbie and Costas and somebody else who's not saying hi. So.
Well, somebody else say hi.
They're wanting to be shy, and that's okay.
Yeah, that's okay. Could be your kid, although she would say hi. All right, so again, pretty thin on the bias, angled, in other words. So you've got some nice long strips here.
Oh, it was Jen. She said she didn't want to.
Didn't want to talk to me?
All right.
Nah. All right. So we have these.
And we have Shamanix 97. Hello. How are you? Glad to have you watching.
Welcome.
Yeah.
All right, so thin cut celery. Peppers, pretty thin.
Oh, it's Ann.
Oh, hey, Ann.
She's using the wrong account.
That's okay. I'm glad you were able to catch us tonight.
Yeah.
1 green pepper, 2 stalks of celery. You know, this is a use whatever vegetable you have, but these are kind of my favorite sweet and sour.
Your Trinity ones. Your pepper, your...
Yeah. I've got some...
You got some onion to go with it, too?
Onion to go with it.
I'll see, there's your Trinity.
I'm going to... Yep.
Jen says she was trying to be mysterious, but never mind. Hey, we just like to know who we're seeing, who we got watching us.
I like to know what people are eating for dinner, too.
You know, if you're drinking cocktails or if you're just watching along, if you're dining along. Let's see, I can get...
All right. These are looking
show
yummy.
some.
And any bets on whether this onion's going to be a pain in the tuchus?
Some of these shown. So we appreciate you guys jumping in and
That's
talking
more
to
fun
us.
when you talk to us.
It is. I'm showing the comments on screen.
All right.
So that there are others out there that that understand that there are people that actually do watch us live.
You know, we started this during the pandemic, and we just have kept going.
Yep.
I figure one of these days the kid can
learn how to
go back and watch all of them.
Yeah.
All right. I'm just going to use half an onion. I'll save this for another night. Another recipe. Wash my hands off real fast.
In 3.5 years, there's probably plenty of meals.
You won't starve.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm thinking about throwing that extra half quart, but man, that's a lot of calories, though. Jeez.
It's Monday night. Calories don't count on Monday night.
Yeah, I'm not going to.
It's a lot of calories, though.
It's a ton of calories.
All right. In that cocktail. These are nice and brown.
Oh, yeah. Those are beautiful.
Little charred right there on the edge. I'm going to put these in the oven. They are not done.
But we're just going to hold them.
And we're going to add, guess what?
More bacon fat.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, my favorite.
Now, bacon fat, butter. I am all for using natural fats when I cook, and people are going to argue with me because, you know, lard and bacon fat, but it's better than.
Oh, the animals. Oh, the animals.
Well, it's better than a lot of the
animals
oil.
taste good.
Well, yeah, animals of course taste good, but okay. Clarified butter, I use that a lot. All right, we're going to throw these vegetables in here. And that is all I need for that. And while those are going,
I don't know what size glasses they were thinking that this would make 6 to 8.
small.
Yeah. Because mine's
Very
gone.
small.
Mine's empty.
All right, we're going to let these kind of sweat. I don't want them to brown necessarily. I just want them to sweat and start to cook down. So while that's going, I have brown rice already cooked, by the way, that I did in the Instant Pot. Pressure cooker.
We agree, Jen. Bacon fat definitely beats margarine. You definitely want to have real food over fake food. It's much better that way.
I mean, food is food, but I prefer lard and bacon grease and butter. Olive oil if I need oil.
We like when you guys talk to us. We can show the people out there in the world that you guys are talking to us, that we're answering questions, comments.
All right. So our Jezebel sauce, when my mom, you can use it a handful of different ways. It's a really good dipping sauce.
Ready for the prep?
Yeah, that's fine. Like you could dip things into the sauce, but when my mom made it, she always poured it over cream cheese. You guys know I don't do well with lactose, and cream cheese is a culprit. So we have.
So is ice cream. But.
So is ice cream. I don't need both in one night. So I actually picked up a goat's milk brie cheese because if you're lactose intolerant, you can usually do goat's milk things without any issue. So I have this sitting on a little bit of parchment. I'm just going to throw this in the air fryer for a few minutes to heat it up and kind of get it gooey and melty while I'm mixing up the Jezebel sauce. Normally I would use the microwave for this, but we have a camera that's in front of it right now, so it's not overly conducive to use.
So Costas wanted to know if we said grease or grease, as in
bacon fat, bacon grease,
or the country,
as in
his homeland,
the food, not the country.
Yeah. And then Jen says she likes grapeseed oil because it's pretty versatile.
Yes, I have a bunch of that too.
Mm-hmm.
But I will tell you, ouchie, that gets expensive quickly. Grapeseed oil. Well, let's see.
Let's get you back to the main camera.
Yeah. Okie dokie. But I do keep grapeseed oil because you can do quite a bit with it. All right, so that's going. That's going to be nice and gooey and melty.
Yep.
All right, so the recipe for Jezebel sauce is apple jelly and pineapple preserves, neither of which was I able to find. And I didn't want to run all over the, county trying to find it. So we're going to shift gears, and we have sweet hot pepper jelly, which is one of our favorite things. And I grabbed some apricot preserves. Normally it would be 2 18-ounce jars. We're going to have that. I'm going to use almost all of the pepper jelly. I probably have some pepper jelly in there I could have used. That's okay. Oh, what the hell? We'll just use all of it.
Sure. So I've got a feeling the leftovers of this are going. I know they're going.
I know who's going to get some. And it's really good just on crackers with cream cheese.
It is.
And not quite. You want equal parts of the two. So not quite the entire. This doesn't get heated up. Nothing like that. You're just mixing things together. I don't want those to burn.
I saw something vacate the premises.
I think we lost an onion or something.
We lost a little piece of onion.
Yeah, right. I'm going to put these away.
I got it.
Yay!
Back in the pool, kiddo. Back in the pool.
To that, we're going to add. This recipe is in ounces too.
Jen wants to know how the chops are doing. The chops are
resting in the oven.
So they're resting in the oven. Off oven.
An off oven, yes. All right, so we'll put, let's see, this is a 6-ounce jar, so we're going to 2 heaping tablespoons.
Of what?
Horseradish.
Oh, okay.
Or the end of the jar.
I just use the end of the jar.
I'm going to.
This is going to have some heat.
Well, it does. And the pineapple actually balances that heat, but we've got pepper jelly.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be a little bit more.
Yep. That's okay, Jen.
And 1 ounce of
there's more attractive things to pay attention to than the pork chops every once in a while.
But we like pork chops.
I love pork chops.
Whoopsie. Of mustard powder.
Oh.
Now, if you didn't have mustard, so this is going to be super hot. If you don't have mustard powder, I would use a Dijon mustard if you had to. Well, I'm stuck here. Black pepper. And my mother will tell me if I'm doing it wrong, I'm sure, because she's made this 110 times.
Well, she's going to tell you you're doing it wrong, but you're just doing it different.
I already warned her that I couldn't find the things. So this is a red Jezebel sauce, which is even more appropriate.
Oh, yeah. Oh, Jen's multitasking.
I understand that.
I understand. We get it.
All right, there's that. I'm going to get a spoon.
These veggies again?
Yeah.
All right.
While you're doing that, I'm going to go check the brie.
Okay.
And then I will taste that. Pardon.
The brie or the Jezebel?
The Jezebel and then the brie.
Oh, okay. So you have goat cheese brie or do you have regular brie?
I have goat cheese brie.
Oh.
All right, we're going to let it go a little bit longer.
So we've got the brie in the tabletop.
Yeah, air fryer.
Air fryer.
I just don't want to forget about it. And you don't want it to burst. You want it to just get gooey on the inside. So it'll take a few minutes, which is fine.
Grandma says she's substituted lots of things over the years, but it looks perfect.
Oh, mama.
Oh, man. That horseradish kick.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah.
So that's that.
Yeah. That's beautiful.
All right, we're just going to set this aside while we wait on the... Woo! That, yep, that's good.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
So what are we doing now?
So now we're back to the pork chops.
Oh. Well, I'm just letting them see the stovetop right now.
No, it's fine. I couldn't take a drink first. Oh, wow. Yeehaw.
She can't handle the heat, folks.
That's why you serve it with cream cheese. Great. I have a little bit of ginger.
A little verklempt, are you over there?
Woo! Bless my heart. Ginger and garlic puree. We're going to start building a sauce here for the porky chops.
Where's our rice?
In the Instant Pot.
Oh, okay.
So brown rice in the pressure cooker. is equal parts rice to water. And I usually just do a cup of brown rice to a cup of water or chicken stock or some combination thereof. And on high pressure for 15 minutes and then natural release on the, whether you have an Instant Pot or some other brand, it doesn't really matter.
Oh yeah, Jen says it's clearing out the sinuses.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, it's good stuff.
Anyway, so brown rice stovetop takes like an hour, so it's a big time save.
So
That's
how many ounce can?
This is a
8
little,
ounce?
not quite 6 ounces.
6 ounces. I couldn't remember.
Yeah. So I'm going to add some white wine to that just to make it a full cup because I need a full cup in here.
All right, it's open, but I'm not reaching in there.
I'll get it.
Okay. I'll let you do it, leather hands. I'm going to stir this pineapple ginger mixture.
Yeah, it's probably gooey enough on the inside. Okay, coming in.
All right, I'm stirring.
You're doing a good job.
Okay. You tell them what am I stirring again? The ginger garlic paste and pineapple juice.
We're gonna add some brown sugar to it.
Okay.
You want anything else added to it?
I have no idea.
About a quarter cup of brown sugar.
Rum.
I already had white wine in it, so that probably is not a good idea.
Okay. Those look like they've reduced quite a ways.
Yeah, most definitely. All right, I'm going to kind of move these to the side. We're going to nestle our pork chops back in.
Do we turn the heat up a little bit or no?
Once that sauce hits the pan, yes.
Okay. Well, I'm stirring over here.
You are, aren't you?
Yeah, nobody sees what you're. Oh, I see what you're doing. Yeah,
Yep. I've already handled it, dude.
Oh man, look at you, all fancy wise.
All right.
You ready for the sauce?
Yep. And if it turns out to be not quite enough, we'll add some chicken stock to it.
Oh no, it's good. There.
I might actually add some apricot jam to it here in a little bit.
Turn the heat up a little bit.
All right. So now there's flour on the chicken. There's still flour in the pot. We need to let this sauce boil so it starts to thicken. Now, I didn't add flour or cornstarch to that sauce because there's flour already part of all of this. So I'll just kind of watch it and see what it does here. And if we need to thicken it, we will. It may be too sweet for you. I might have to add some heat to it. All right, would you hand me, since you're out there, the board, please? So I have an appetizer on my new board.
I can see your board now.
Awesome, thank you. Boards are good.
Here's how to add heat.
Yeah, I know. Whew. Baby.
A little warm?
Yeah, a wee bit. I picked a white plate, so the Jezebel sauce is, obvious.
The star of the show.
All right, yeah. Would you open these crackers?
Mm-hmm. Maybe to put them along the.
Un momento.
Okay.
All right, so now I'm not going to put. This is easily 2 cups of sauce, probably more. We're not going to put all of that on here. just enough to spill over the sides and everybody can get a little bit in a bite. There you go. Oh,
So
wee.
here's your crackers.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Shiggy Bug, I know what you want.
She wants a cracker.
Yep.
You give her one, you got to give the other one one.
I know.
So save 2.
We'll handle it. Okay. Works for me. Let me see.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
How's that look, folks?
Delicious. So the brie is just soft. It's not gooey. Just soft enough. Oh.
Hey, puppy dog eyes me over here. Come on.
It's really been so good. Goat cheese brie tastes just like cow's milk brie or goat's milk brie. You won't know the difference.
And then there's a
Shiggy Bug.
right there.
All right.
And goat's milk is better for all of our lactose intolerant
Well, I'm the only one that has that problem, but
friends.
in this house anyway.
Oh, yeah.
All right, let's see what this is tasting like. It's not going to thicken up quite like I want it to, so we'll thicken it here in a minute.
Okay.
Oh, yes.
Oh, that's so good.
So we're going to add a little bit of heat to it.
Mm-hmm.
That's delicious.
Mm-hmm. Oh.
Absolutely delicious. Anybody have any questions?
Mom.
Oh, sorry, I'm hunting here for... Oh, he ran off. He went to... All right, I'm going to use, to feed the dog,
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to put about a tablespoon of flour. I'm going to make a slurry out of flour, which is...
And I didn't even put the Jezebel sauce on there.
Oh, that's good. It's probably too hot.
It is probably too warm for him, but that's okay.
I'm just going to use a little bit of water.
Mm-hmm.
And yes, you can make a slurry with flour just like you can cornstarch.
That smells delicious, though. I will say that.
Mm-hmm. And this, this is not quite straight out of the book, but if you wanted to add some soy sauce, that kind of flavor to this, be my guest.
Yeah. It'd go well.
This isn't easy. All right. I'm going to move a pork chop so I can get this to thicken up here. Yep, see how fast that thickened up? It is a little bit more difficult to do this when you've already got meat in the pan.
A full pan.
Yeah. But it did exactly what I needed it to do. Those pork chops are bound to be done.
Mm-hmm.
We shall temp them real fast. And then I'll get some on a plate here.
Yes, please.
So we're looking for roughly 135. I'm at 135.7. So close enough. 140 is what USDA is going to tell you. Just FYI. I don't like to cook my pork chops quite that much. All right, I need to maneuver. Plates. Moving around, dogs.
Mm-hmm. I don't want rice. I don't think.
Okay. Then you don't have to have rice.
I just want a porky chop and that gloriousness. Mm.
I need another spoon.
Little sauce.
Little Louisiana hot sauce maybe for
Oh
you.
yeah. Oh, we'll definitely be doing that.
All right. There's the no rice.
Mm-hmm.
So folks, I'll plate one with rice now. Goodness. And I just left the rice in the Instant Pot. It stays plenty warm enough. I did add some onion powder herbs to it. All right. Pork chop on the side.
Little sauce over both.
Yeah, and if you want like sauce for your rice, just add, just make more. Add more liquid to this.
Oh.
I didn't really make it with that intention, but you certainly can. I would probably double the amount of liquid. Where are we here? Yeah, okay.
Right there. Take it over there.
Yeah, this is a better light over here. So that came together pretty quick. I mean, these little thin pork chops cook quick. So if you brown them and hold them while you do all the rest of it, then you can just finish cooking. So what would have been an hour in the oven turned out to be 30 minutes on the stovetop.
I'll take that.
Oh, thank you. Oh
yeah, no.
I'm going to taste test it.
Oh yeah, you taste test. You need a knife though.
I do.
You load up a plate for the kid?
I will. As soon as I test drive. Whew. White rice, brown rice, wild rice.
Uncle Ben's rice.
Quinoa. Ramen noodles. I mean, whatever starch you want to put with this.
Oh, I didn't even see that because you went too quick.
I'll take another bite.
Okay.
Wow. The Skips peppers kicked it up quite a bit. That's good. No, so good.
Is it?
Are you eating my pork chop? I mean, there are 6 of them.
Yeah, plenty. Oh, wow.
So, Jezebel sauce, easy combination of pantry ingredients. A jelly and a preserve. The preserve is going to have the fruit bits in it, and you want that.
Preserves.
Yeah. Whatever combinations that you like, honestly. The horseradish, the mustard is what gives it the heat. A little bit of cracked pepper, and there you have it. Like, it's an easy thing to whip up. Dipping sauce. I mean, it would be great with this too. In fact, I might put some on this here in a little bit. Over cream cheese, over brie cheese, over
chili cheese,
crackers. No biggie. Crackers. Yeah. No. And then this, you saw how easy this was to put together. And I mean, anything with praline liqueur.
Yeah.
And yes, I say praline and not praline.
That was good stuff though, all around.
Yes, it was. I'm now empty, and
you are
I'm
empty.
Gonna
back away
from the ice cream now.
Nope.
So, yeah, thanks for joining us. I'm glad you guys hung out with us and chatted a little bit. And I no clue what's on deck for next week. I could cook out of the Vicksburg Cookbook for about 3 months easily. But we'll find something fun for next week.
Thank you, Costas. It is delicious. By the way, it is very tasty.
It is, and super easy to put together.
Thanks, Jen.
Did we read comments at all? You've been reading them?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. You've been showing them. So when I watch the video, I can see them.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the only downside to YouTube. On Facebook, I have the chat, the live chat right there that I can go back and take a look at. I don't get that on YouTube. So we try to keep up with the comments as you guys are going, but you're all good at talking to each other too sometimes. So it's all good. But
everybody have a wonderful evening.
We're going to go eat dinner. So thanks for watching. We'll see you next week. It's delicious.